So we have a few different injury updates to go over today for the Packers. If you guys are new here, I cover the Packers on this channel, news, other things like that, so feel free to follow or subscribe down below. But first off here, we have some information from Matt Schneidman on X who says, Josh Jacobs says worst case scenario is he misses one game. He's still trying to play Sunday against the Vikings. If he doesn't, he was adamant he's playing Thanksgiving in Detroit. So that's at least good. That sounds like if he can't play Sunday, he'll probably be playing on Thanksgiving. And then he did actually practice today. So yesterday on Wednesday, Josh Jacobs did not participate. And then today he was limited in practice. So you at least see there from Wednesday to Thursday, he is moving in the right direction. So that's definitely a good sign there for Josh Jacobs, who suffered a knee injury against the Giants earlier this week on Sunday. And then here we have from Tom Silverstein on X, who says Packers practice. Quay Walker, Carl Brooks, and Nate Hobbs are not participating. Running back Josh Jacobs is in pads and working with the team. Wide receiver Matthew Golden is in pads and doing some individual. And then let me just show you the entire report here. This is shared by Rob Domofsky on X. And for the most part, a lot of the same designations as yesterday for most of these players. If you want to pause it and look at all of them, you can see it right here. But a few of the players who are moving in the right direction, Josh Jacobs, which I already mentioned, and then Bo Melton, who was limited today, and then finally we have Savion Williams, who didn't practice yesterday, then was limited today. So it's always good to see those guys moving in the right direction. With a lot of these other players who are limited, it's always hard to know how serious things are until Friday when we get those designations, whether it's questionable, things like that. So we'll keep an eye on that going into tomorrow, and I'll share the update tomorrow as well. So feel free to turn on the notifications so you don't miss any Packers news. And then finally here, we have about Marshawn Lloyd, Packers running back drafted last year, who's just dealt with so many injuries since he came to Green Bay. And here we have from Rob Domofsky on X, who shares Packers RB coach Ben Sermons said he believes Marshawn Lloyd will play this season. Quote, he's pretty excited about some of the things he's doing, end of quote. Sermons said the oft-injured Lloyd told him, I'm coming back and this is going to be it. It's the last time, end of quote. So I was honestly wondering, based on the fact that we really haven't seen much about Marshawn Lloyd recently, I was wondering if he was going to make a return this season at all. And it looks like, at least from these comments, that there's a good chance that could happen. Now, I think the Packers are already pretty set at running back. Josh Jacobs needs to come back from his injury, hopefully this Sunday. Emmanuel Wilson has played really good football. He's even averaging more yards per carry than Josh Jacobs, 4.2 to Josh Jacobs, 3.8. So I think that Wilson's a great backup. But Marshawn Lloyd does bring an explosiveness to this Packers offense that I think, in certain situations could be very beneficial. So it's just been unfortunate for so long for him to be unable to participate with his injuries. And I hope that, as he said, when he comes back, that he won't deal with any going forward. But those are the key updates from today. If you want more Packers content, as I said, feel free to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next time.